Insurance agencies like Symmetry, Securus, National Agents Alliance, the Alliance, Equis, and the big one with the 3 initials that starts with an F. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to name them. They've already threatened to sue me once before just for mentioning their name in one of my videos. These companies are all multi-level marketing insurance agencies. And what companies like this do is they start their agents with like a little bit lower commission, some of them a lot lower commission, and then they use the old carrot on a stick to entice the agents to write more business by basically promising them that they'll increase their commission levels from one level to the next. Like a pyramid, sounds familiar, right? And so on and so on. Meanwhile, if you actually shop around and do your due diligence, even newly licensed agents can find good insurance agencies with like exclusive leads and decent training that will start their agents with insurance commission levels at 100% and even higher. In my opinion, there's actually nothing wrong with this type of recruiting and agency building system. And the simple fact is, give me a second, because it actually does reward insurance agents for their hard work and gives the agent the ability to grow their own insurance agency. Now, there are gray areas though, and most of these companies, if not all of them, are doing things that are potentially unethical. Before I share with you the pros and the cons of working under a multi-level marketing insurance agency umbrella, please give this video a like, and we do suggest that you subscribe if you're new. We're putting out new insurance sales content and final expense sales training videos like all the time. And if you'd like a copy of the free telesales new agent kit, this thing has a bunch of really cool sales materials that you're absolutely going to want to use for selling insurance over the phone. Just stick around until the end of the video and I'm going to show you how to get this bad boy for yourself. Let's talk about some of the pros and cons of working with a multi-level marketing insurance agency. Now, first off, each carrier does have their own agreement. So to me, there's no reason for you to sign a contract with the agency. Most of the time, these contracts are designed to keep you locked in, even if you're not happy and you want to leave. That's the truth, guys. They tend to place doubt and insecurity to anybody, to the agent who might be unhappy and or realize that, maybe the grass is greener, on the other side, if they end up going with a different agency. One of the pros of working with a multi-level marketing insurance agency is that if you do want to build an insurance agency downline, they will actually help you to do that. These organizations tend to have meetings where there is like a main speaker who usually has some type of a success story. You simply invite your potential recruits to that meeting, and now you're not just recruiting them on your own. You have the influence of the group and the speakers at the meeting that are, there to represent the organization. On the other hand, let's say that you do end up recruiting a few agents, and then, maybe a year later, you decide that, you do want to leave that organization. You're not happy there, whatever the deal is. In most scenarios, you're going to have to walk away without the downline agents and or the MLM, the multi-level marketing agency, will actually end up doing everything in their power to take your downline agents. Guys, if you're looking at an agency, look at the lawsuits they've got behind them. And the simple fact is they will, a lot of these, not all of them, they will end up fighting their way to take your agents. Now, as far as culture is concerned, there tends to be, and this is, again, my opinion, I want to call a dog-eat-dog mentality with a lot of these organizations. And quite a bit of showboating that tends to come with that too. I remember being at a convention years ago where one of the speakers stated how all the agency owners and managers work together as a team and how you could basically, even as a new agent, just reach out to anybody for help. Meanwhile, guys, that is definitely not how it works. That's just not reality. Common sense will tell you that most people aren't going to help you to compete against them. Let me just be frank, guys. The last thing that I'm going to do is teach you how to grow your insurance agency so that you can actually compete with me later and so that I can end up losing business in the long run. I mean, that's just common sense 101. Let's get back into that whole releasing thing where it doesn't work out, or you want to go somewhere else to a different agency, or maybe just direct to the carriers on your own and do your own thing. Understand that this is my experience that I'm sharing, and that I have worked with hundreds and hundreds of agents. This is kind of messed up, but even the multi-level marketing agency that claims to grant releases will not always easily release your contracts, and in many cases won't release them at all. And now you end up having to go, like, let's say the 6 month is the rule, without writing a specific carrier that you love to write before you can recontract with them through that different IMO or even direct to that carrier. Guys, I am not exaggerating. I have seen this over and over and over and over several times a year, sometimes several times monthly. Agent after agent tells me, well, so-and-so said they will release me, but I can't get the right person to sign the release agreement. Let's talk a little bit about leads. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these companies will resell the leads over and over and over. And in many cases, you'll do the contracting with the expectation of being able to buy exclusive leads, only to find out later that there are no exclusive leads, or that there are none available in the area that you thought you were going to be selling in. And so now that's going to be messed up, right? So that actually did happen to me, and it was really messed up, and it was with one of the companies that I mentioned, okay? And here's another thing. If you don't sell the person who filled out the lead within a certain amount of time, a lot of these companies will resell that lead to another agent so that they can get a second shot, so they can actually get a shot. My suggestion, do your research. Do your due diligence before contracting with anybody, ever. If you're gonna sign up with a multi-level marketing insurance agency, make sure you've got a darn specific reason for signing up with them, and always have a plan B for when and or if things don't work out. In conclusion, if you really want to manage and build a team of agents, in my opinion, that would be the only reason that you would purposely work under one of these multi-level marketing insurance agencies. Again, this is my opinion. I just don't see the value other than that. If you just want to sell insurance, do yourself a favor, find an agency who doesn't have ties to one of these companies. Make sure that they actually have a proven system with a bunch of agents who are selling at a very high level. Yes, make sure that the company has decent Google reviews, again, your due diligence. They should have testimonials. Most of them do have them on their website too. If you'd like free final expense telesales training, just click on the link above, and this is going to take you to our 3-part series that covers everything that you need to sell final expense insurance remotely and successfully. If you'd like a copy of the free new agent telesales file that I mentioned way back at the beginning of the video, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. For more information on working with me and using our remote final expense sales platform, where you can get 20 to, believe it or not, over 30 appointments every single day of people that are expecting your call. They know that you're calling about insurance. Just email me at that same address. Remember, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now get out there, get off that couch, and do something good for someone today. Happy hunting.